As a real estate agent, you are not an employee. You're not a worker. But in the famous words of Jay-Z, you're not a businessman, you're a business man. Let me handle my business. Damn. But I want to take it even further. I don't want to talk about real estate as a business. I want to talk about being a real estate agent as a lifestyle. Let's get it. What's good? My name is Sean Slaughter, real estate agent and investor, and my mission is to help new real estate agents level up within the first few years of their real estate career. We are walking this thing together. You know, when I was a school teacher, I was able to win the teacher of the year. And I don't think I was the greatest teacher per se. Like, I love teaching and I loved learning. But I think what made me effective was that when I was teaching, I lived teaching. So I didn't just teach and then leave the job and cut it off, but I was always trying to figure out ways to help my students learn better, how to do things differently. The majority of the time, almost all the time, I never used textbooks because I wrote my own curriculum, and my curriculum was all hands-on and project-based. So I jumped in with both feet and I lived the lifestyle of a teacher. I didn't just do the work of a teacher. In real estate, it's the same thing. We're businesses, right? We're not employees. We're not necessarily workers. We are businesses. We own our own businesses. This is how you should be thinking about your real estate career. But even more than that, when you own your own business, the successful ones live their business. Their business is their lifestyle. Meaning that when they're not showing clients homes and they're not writing offers, they're still engaged in real estate in some way. It's almost become part of their pastime. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have other hobbies such as, video games or watching Netflix or traveling on vacation. But what I am saying is that you are so drawn to the world of real estate that you live it. You're an expert in it. And not because you're necessarily looking to be an expert. It's just because you live real estate, you speak real estate, you read real estate. Every single day, you become an expert by default because you're always submersed in all things real estate. So today, I want to go over this MN article written by Jimmy Burgess. Really, really dope online mag. And you guys have probably gotten this if you've signed up to some kind of real estate association. But he writes a really good article called Don't Stunt Your Growth, 7 Truths to Embrace Now. And there are really 5 things that stood out to me that I want to expand on how to make your real estate business a lifestyle. Number 1, a growing database is a healthy database. First and foremost, if you do not have a database software, you are behind. You are way behind. I use Follow Up Boss. I love Follow Up Boss. I've used some other ones. Follow Up Boss is hands down, for me, the best one because it stays connected. If I put ads on Facebook, it'll bring my ads in there. I have a website that I use, Wix. If they sign up to an online form or something on my website, it'll bring those leads in there. It helps manage my leads. It lets me know what's going on. It lets me create automations, which is the biggest thing. If you've never heard about funnels, and I'm gonna do a video on funnels, but if you've never heard about what a funnel is or how to use a funnel, it is one of the most amazing ways to keep in contact with your clients. It is absolutely amazing. You know what? I'm gonna walk you through a funnel just to show you how I keep in contact with my clients. Well, Follow Up Boss allows me to do that. So you need to have a database, a CRM, a customer relations management software, which pretty much is a database. But you should always be growing your database. So for example, this just happened to me. I was in a gym. There was a guy named Gene who used to do my Orkin pest control. I wanna say maybe 4, 5, 6 years ago. And he would come in, we would chop it up. Just a really, really, really good guy. And he did it for years. Well, we moved from that house to another house. And of course, he served that area. He doesn't serve the area that we're in. And he started his own company. But I haven't seen Gene in, forever. He was a pest control guy, but just a really cool dude. Well, I'm in the gym this morning. And guess what I bump into? Gene. He lives in the area. And we just start chopping it up. And he shares his information. I share my information. He's part of my database. All right? He's part of my database. You should always be growing and connecting and talking to people and growing your database. One more thing, another story. I had some concrete done on my driveway. think I told you guys about this, the disaster that I had. But I had some concrete done on my driveway, and the contractor that came to fix what the sucky contractor did, became good friends. Like, he's a really cool dude. He did a fantastic job. He's coming back to clean up, and he's actually offered to do some extra work to kind of clean up what the other guy didn't do. But he said, hey man, I'm looking for some land. Can you help me find some land? I want to build a house. Then he called me and said, hey, my son-in-law and my daughter are looking for a new home. Can you help them? Just grow your database. You have to be a people's people. It is not that you're not, now look, don't be the dude that's walking around like, hey, I do real estate. Hey, I do real estate. Hey, I do real. No. Just be a nice, kind human being. Just connect with people. That's it. That is it. And some people you'll connect with, they'll use your services. And some people you'll connect with, they won't use your services. That's not the point. The point is that if you're just a kind, nice person, you'll be growing your database. You'll be adding people to your list of phone numbers on your phone. Maybe some of those will make it to your CRM. Maybe some of them won't. But I guarantee you that those who are just nice, genuine, connecting people that have an interest in other people do more business than those who A, are not doing that, or B, those who are just using people to get a real estate sale. Number 2, consistency increases conversions. This is what I was just talking about when it comes to the email funnel. Do you have a regularly scheduled day? What does your day look like? As real estate agents, it is so easy to wake up at 11 o'clock, scroll on your phone, look through Instagram for an hour, turn on Netflix, take one real estate phone call and feel like you've done something. That's a horrible day. And if you're the boss, because when you run your own business, you're the boss and you're the employee, you should fire yourself. But create a day that is productive. You should have newsletters going out. You should have automated emails going out. Like I was saying, when it came to the funnel, you should be going through your CRM. You should be contacting and talking to people. If you do the cold calls or the postcards or the door knocking, I really don't do that stuff. But you should do that if that's what works for you. Whatever it takes to connect to people is what you should be doing every single day. You should be taking classes and learning and then reviewing your learning and putting that in. You should be reading books. 2 books that I'm reading because I'm really focusing on online digital marketing. That's my lane. That's what I'm good at. And so the 2 books that I've been reading is .com Secrets and Traffic Secrets. And I'm going to read the 3rd book, Expert Secrets, as soon as I get a credit on my Audible. All right. Every single day, you should be plotting and planning and executing that plan. Every single day. You should know what you're going to do every single day. Here's what I'll do. I'll put a link below that will give you access to a PDF, a schedule PDF that you can use to customize, to create your own schedule or use it for your schedule. Whatever you want to use it for, it'll give you a starting point, and then you can edit and tweak it so that every single day you look at that schedule and you can begin to create a system that you work every single day. Consistency is the key. Number 3, the more you help, the more you'll be helped. Burgess put this quote that Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people get what they want, you will get what you want. Help people, serve. The interesting thing about being a real estate agent is that we have times that we are really busy. We have times that we are maybe a little bit less busy. Where are you help out at? Can you help a friend move? Can you help at a soup kitchen or help for the homeless? Can you assist somebody? Somebody has questions about real estate and maybe you're not the agent, but they're a good friend. You can answer those questions. If people see you as being helpful, I'm telling you, they will come back around to using you, or they will recommend you to somebody else. Remember, people choose character first over skill. They'll choose you because you're a helpful, great person, and then you can show them how good you are as a real estate agent. This is what I live by. When I get referrals, you know the first thing they say to me? Hey, so and so forth referred me to you and they said that you were a great guy and that you were helpful and they loved how you help them get a house. And they're talking about my character as a person. All right. What kind of person are you? And I did a video called Why Personal Development is Good for Business Development. I'll put a link there. But make sure that you're always personally developing through books and podcasts and things like that. Because the better person that you are, the better contributions you make to humanity, the more humanity will be willing to help you. Number 4, the deeper your relationships are, the wider your business will grow. Now, this one can be difficult. This one was a little bit difficult for me at first. So I'm an extrovert, as you can see. I like people. I move very well in the crowd. But I do have a private side. But I've had to learn, you know what, Sean? If people can only see the surface of your life, then you really cannot have a deep, meaningful relationship with them. So this doesn't mean that you have to expose all your deep inner secrets and thoughts and dark places to the whole world. But there are people that you're connected with that you should build real relationships with. Now, if you're that type of person, then cool, you're ahead of the game. I'm not that type of person, all right? I'm good at chopping it up with you. I'm good at being extroverted. But sometimes I don't want to be vulnerable because, you know, I was taught that if you're vulnerable, people can use your vulnerabilities against you. But after doing some personal development and some self-education and some self-growth, I realized that, you know what, sometimes you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, you know. So, you know, you can't help how people respond. All you can do is do what you do, help how you respond. And so now I try to connect with people. I try to be vulnerable in areas where I can be vulnerable, where I know it's safe, but it would maybe help that person. And that vulnerability helps you grow deep relationships. And again, when people know you and they feel like they can trust you, they recommend you. This is why, and here's the picture I want to paint to you guys. This is why I say real estate is a lifestyle. It's not just, hey, here's my business card and hey, here's my flyer. I do real estate. I'm sending you a postcard. No, it is connecting with people in a meaningful way. And sometimes that requires more than just handing out a business card. And the last one, number 5, self-awareness creates efficiency. I like this. I'm gonna read what he says. Do you know where your transactions over the past few years has come from? Did they come from online leads, referrals, open houses, or geographic farming? When you become self-aware of where your business is coming from, and just as importantly, where it isn't coming from, you can optimize your productivity. Look, self-awareness and self-development is so important because if you start searching for how to market your real estate business, you're going to get 1,000 ideas and you're going to be confused. You don't know where to start. You don't know who's right. You don't know who's wrong. You don't know what's going to fit you, what's going to work for you. You only got a limited amount of money, a limited amount of time, a limited amount of energy, and you don't know where to put it. But if you have self-awareness and you're aware of your strengths, your weaknesses, where your clients have come from, what you can do is begin focusing your talents, your gifts, your energy, your money, your time on things that work for you. I know for me, referrals are my main thing. So I focus my money, time, and energy on referrals. Also, online digital marketing has worked for me. So I said, I want to get better. That's what I'm reading these books. I'm going to be taking some classes because I want to get better at online digital marketing. That's where my money, time, and energy go. People say, well, Sean, you haven't door knocked? No. Number 1, we're just coming out of a pandemic. Number 2, that hasn't worked for me. I've done the postcards. That hasn't worked for me. I've done the cold calling. It hasn't worked for me. If it's worked for somebody else, awesome. Maybe that's their niche. Maybe that's what they do well. All right? God bless them. But maybe they don't know how to do what I do. They don't know how to optimize a website. All right? They don't know how to do Facebook leads. They don't know how to create a funnel. They don't know how to shoot videos. All right? So you have to have a level of self-awareness so that you can be productive and efficient. Thank you again for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and karate chop that bell. Look, if you're watching the videos and you're not subscribed, why not? Just subscribe. It doesn't hurt. It's free, I promise. All right? Thank you, motivators. I love you guys. I believe in you. This is the House of Motivation, the place where inspiration lives. Peace.